So this is the Physical Science 2015 exam, and this is question 9. Strontium-90 is a radioactive beta emitter that can be produced as a byproduct of nuclear fission. It has a half-life of 28.8 years and it enters the body through the food chain. Estimate the time for the activity of a sample of strontium-90 to drop to just over 3% of its initial activity. Well, let's say. So what this means is a half-life of 28.8 years means that after 28.8 years, approximately 50% of strontium-90 will have decayed to something else. After another 28.8 years, 50% of the remaining, so that means that 25% of the total will have decayed, and so on. So, and its activity will have reduced in the same way. So, for instance, we would have at the beginning 100% of strontium-90. Okay, after one half-life, we'll go down to 50%. After another half-life, there will be only 25% left. Therefore, after another one, we're going to have half of that, which is going to be 12.5%. Another one will give us 6.25%. And one more will give us 3.125%. Now, estimate the time for the activity of a sample to drop to just over 3%. So let's say 3.125 is just over 3%. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half-lives. Therefore, this is 5 half-lives, which is going to be equal to 5 multiplied by 28.8 years. So we got here 5 times 28.8 equals 144 years. Excellent. Explain carefully from the information provided why strontium-90 is a serious health hazard. Well, it's a beta emitter, and you'll know that beta emitter is moderately high penetrating, but it's also moderately ionizing. It also comes in the food chain. Therefore, if it comes in the food chain, it means that you eat it. It means it's inside you. So what we have here, strontium-90 is a moderate penetrator and ionizer of atoms, therefore dangerous if consumed, as it would be if it is in the food chain. The other aspect is that it has a relatively just move that down a bit so you can see what's going on down here. Half-life is long. So you'd still have 25% of it left after approximately 60 years, which is also a bit of a hassle. So there you go. There you go. And that's question 9.